What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything you need to know about and what's going on here in our country, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, and stimulus check update. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. Remember, new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, thanks for hitting the like button for us down below. In this video, we're going to talk about new $5,500 cash payments that were just approved in one state. And as you can see here, House Democrats to pass gas price gouging bill and other relief options on the table as gas prices have hit an all-time high in the US, even though oil prices are nowhere near all-time highs. And literally just these gas companies are just gouging us. It's insane how they're just able to get away with it. I just don't even know why. With the price of oil, while still high at $105 a barrel for WTI crude and $107 a barrel for Brent crude, although that's still high, a little bit over $100 a barrel, nowhere near the all-time highs where this was at $135 a barrel and Brent crude was over $140 a barrel. We're still down from the highs like by 30%. By 30%. So if we're 30%-ish below the all-time high of oil prices, and we really kind of hit those just in March, but really not that long ago, why are gas prices right now at an all-time high? Yeah, you can see here $4.40 a gallon for gas, regular, and $5.55 a gallon for diesel, which delivers all of our food, all of our goods, everything you buy to the store. So diesel affects everybody. Even if you don't buy a single drop of diesel in your lifetime ever, the price of diesel you're really paying for every single time you buy anything from the store. Both of these just hit all-time highs here for diesel and for regular. These are the highest prices ever. And you can see here how dramatically they're going up here. Look at this. Just a week ago, regular gas prices was $4.22. Now they're $4.40 for regular. Diesel was $5.42. Now it's $5.55. This is nothing but corporate greed for gas prices, for gas companies and oil companies. BP, Chevron, Exxon. They're just raking in the billions of dollars, billions and billions of dollars. In fact, the hypocrisy is just astounding here. You can see an article here just from a few days ago from Offshore Energy here. Oil and gas firms' profits set to smash records, reaching almost $1 trillion, $834 billion in 2022. And if profits keep going up, they'll be over $1 trillion. Just from one industry, just the oil industry. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's just astounding. It's just astounding. By the way, in 2021, their profits were only $493 billion. So they're already on set to profits almost double in just 1 year. Yeah, that's what, another $300-400 billion they're on pace to make more already. Must be nice, huh? And guess who's paying for this? You and me. The average everyday people. People that got to go to work every single day. People that are retired. People that are on disability. People taking their children to school and to daycare. people that are taking grandma and grandpa to the store, people that literally don't have money in their pocket, people that have to buy gas to put in their cars every single day. We're reliant on gas. We have no other alternative. Sure, there's some people that have electric cars, but not enough. And even electricity is going up. The problem is we are reliant on the oil and gas industry. Yeah. And when you see something like a war in Ukraine and gas prices skyrocket, guess what the oil and gas companies do? They're like, ooh, great. This gives us an excuse to charge them even more. And it makes people like Vladimir Putin even richer, even richer. Really, really sad, isn't it? And meanwhile, that brings me to this. Yeah, you can see here from the Washington Times, House Democrats to pass gas price gouging bill and other relief options on the table. Here are the details of this. House Democrats will move next week to pass legislation that would broaden the FTC's power, the Federal Trade Commission's power, and force the Independent Consumer Protection Agency to probe whether the oil industry is ripping off Americans at the pump. Well, I can tell you right now, they are. I can tell you, just go ahead and sign, seal, and deliver it. The endeavor underscores the increased pressure from voters reeling from the record high gas prices and rank and file members who want to show constituents they are taking action. Saying, quote, this is from House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer. Obviously, our people are worried about inflation. The American people are being greatly stressed by this inflation. You think? You think? Democrats have grown more anxious with leadership about at least trying to blunt prices before midterms, even if their efforts prove futile against a volatile global energy market. They view an FTC probe into alleged price gouging, where there has been no evidence of, as a good start, but want it paired with other proposals. Uh, you think? Those include a federal gas tax holiday, direct rebate checks, or a windfall tax that would funnel a portion of oil companies' record profits back to consumers via a check or checks, quarterly checks, actually. I'll show you that here in a second. It's already $5 a gallon in Nevada, over $6 a gallon in California. God bless everybody from California. Those gas prices are insane. Although the California governor is in a little bit of a battle with his own Democratic legislators from the state of California. He says that it would be faster. He wants to send out $400 stimulus checks to car owners, to people who have registered cars, $400 per car, with a limit of 2 cars per household. He said it would be faster to get those checks out to do it per car owner for California car owners than to do it per taxpayer, because California is in the middle of tax season, which the IRS is as well right now. And they said, the governor said, if they do it per taxpayer, it'll take longer. And if they do it through the California DMV, they'll be able to get those checks out faster. They also have a proposal right now to pause a part of their California state gas taxes. You can see here, California has the highest gas taxes in the country, which total $1.18 per gallon of gas in California. That and their special blend that they have in California to help reduce smog and pollution is the reason why California gas is higher than anywhere else in the nation. But they want to potentially pause or get rid of the 51 cents per gallon state tax. I believe it's set to go up to 53 or 54 cents here in the next few months, as it's set to go up with an automatic raise for inflation. Pretty much all states have a built-in, well, not necessarily built-in. Sometimes they have to vote on it, but a lot of states have an automatic um, raise of gas taxes built in. You can see here the 18.6 cents per gallon of gas federal taxes is something that is under consideration here by the federal Congress to get rid of that here temporarily or for the rest of the year or something like that as well. That would need to be passed by federal Congress for the entire country. For the entire country, that could save 18.6 cents per gallon for the whole country, not just for California. But California is considering getting rid of this for the state of California, in addition to the stimulus checks as well. Remember, California also sent out those $600 stimulus checks last year, and they $600 per person. So married couples got $1,200, and it was an additional $500 if you had children. So it could have been $1,100, or if you were a married couple, $1,200 plus $500. But you had to file a state tax return. Okay. So some of these states that are doing stimulus checks require you to file a tax return. Some of them have a system where they may not require you to file a tax return. They have some other creative ways that they can look you up, but most of them require you to file a tax return mainly for two reasons. One, they need to know who you are, where you live, and if you exist. So you got to just kind of think through this logically. Like, do they even know where you are, where you live, and if you exist? And number two, the state needs to know how much money you make. Okay, so most states, there's a few states that don't have an income restriction at all. I've seen a few states that have passed stimulus checks or tax rebate checks, which is really the same thing. Remember that the federal stimulus checks, stimulus check one, stimulus check two, and stimulus check three, those are actually considered advanced tax rebates as well. Even if you're not a tax filer, it's still considered a tax rebate. That's why they have the non-filers tool. Okay, they'll still give it to you advanced ahead of your tax return, even if you're not a tax filer. They have the non-filers tool. Okay, but remember that the state governments don't have the IRS. Okay, the IRS doesn't communicate with each and every state like that. Okay, so that's why they have the state tax returns, and there's a few states that are doing it. They have some other systems, like they'll look you up through their state DMV or something, couple other systems like that. That's why I'm trying to keep you up to date here as much as I can with these state stimulus checks. Some of these state stimulus checks are more than some of the federal stimulus checks, like the second stimulus check, which was $600. Like Maine has an $850 stimulus check, and so on and so forth. But some states require you to file a state stimulus check, or I'm sorry, a state tax return. But even if you don't normally file a tax return, you can just go ahead and file a tax return with the state, even if you don't normally do one, if your state's going to have a stimulus check. So keep that in mind. But let me get to this big one here before I forget here. This is a really good one. Check this out. Yeah, you can see here $5,500 cash payments approved in one state. So you can see a lot of states are just handing out cash, but this state has a lot of money. So does California here as well. Here's the details. Yeah, on Tuesday, the Alaska State Senate approved a state spending package that includes cash payments of $5,500 for Alaskans. Whew, that's a lot of dough. That's a lot of dough. I guess the downside is they have to live in that cold weather for like, a majority of the year. I guess the summer there is very, very beautiful, but that winter cold Alaska, uh, you know, maybe not so much. But my brother took a cruise up there one year and said it was very, very beautiful. He said it's definitely something, if you ever get the chance, go see it. Very, very beautiful, beautiful up there, picturesque. But here's what Alaska says. The package includes, which as you can see here, has been approved by the Alaska State Senate. The package includes dividends of $4,200 to residents this year, as well as an energy relief check of $1,300 in addition, for a total of $5,500. The vote in Alaska comes as a number of other states are considering sending more direct payments to their residents as well. And as I said, I'm trying to go over each and every state here as I get more information. If you have information about your state as well, comment down below and give that comment a like so it rises to the top here. I'm trying to cover as many states as I can in case I don't see it. The package passed 15-5 and was sent to the House, which will decide whether to agree with the Senate version. They've kind of had a couple versions go back and forth here. Remember, the state House and the state Senate has to pass the same exact version. Same thing with like the federal, um, when the House and Senate from the federal government has to pass the same version. Okay. However, lawmakers believe the House is more likely to reject it. According to Anchorage Daily News, if that happens, lawmakers from both chambers will have to reach an agreement in a conference committee. The House approved a version of the budget last month that included a dividend of roughly $1,250 and a $1,300 energy check, which would have been $2,550 as opposed to $5,500. So it looks like Alaska is going to get a lot of money. The question is how much money per person. So they're trying to figure out how much money. What's interesting is Alaska is actually primarily Republican run. Alaska has a Republican governor. As you can see here, Alaska has their governor is Mike Dunleavy, who's a Republican governor. And in the Alaska Senate, there's 20 seats. 13 of them are Republican, one Democrat caucusing with Republican, and 6 Democrat. So 14 Republican and 6 Democrat. And their House of Representatives is a little more complex. It says majority coalition caucus is a little more complex here. Looks maybe like it's a little bit split. It says 15 Democrat, 2 coalition Republican, 4 independent, 17 Republicans, and 2 non-caucusing Republicans. So I don't know. Figure that one out. But like I said, a lot of states passing stimulus checks here. A lot have already passed it. I'll actually have a big video coming up here for you with a big video, big update on all the states that have passed it, when they're coming out here with delivery dates, as well as kind of an update on as many states as I can with new information coming out here for you on a lot of updates on new states here as well. So stay tuned for that here. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. And then after subscribing, click the bell icon that appears next to the subscribe button so you get notifications when we go live. Remember that new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click here to watch my newest video next. Also, here's an interesting video about how our freedoms are being decided here and who's going to get to be able to decide them. Really good video there here as well. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.